There's no more sports. Sports are over. Till next year.
Unless
What's
you're
up, buddy?
Jake, who watches
Yeah.
F1 and tennis.
For Jake, the sports are never over.
Nope. I like to have one at all times. Speaking of this last weekend, F1 race in Spain, Lewis Hamilton back in the winner's circle, baby. It's been
Hell
a couple
yeah.
years. The man's 41 years old. He's still got it. I was happy
Res
for him.
Respectfully, what does age have to do with being a good driver?
The response time goes down.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I mean, these guys train specifically for that, so for them, not much, but
Yeah.
history has shown that you don't really get to be that age and still keep your seat because the
Okay,
younger guys come in and show more potential and take those spots.
I gotcha. So there's no hope for us, then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, there's no hope for us.
But hey, if you're a billionaire and you want a two worlds F1 car, get at us. Jake's really good at Forza, and I'm good at Mario Kart.
There we go. That's all we need. It was a good race. And then my favorite tennis player, Taylor Fritz, he made it to the finals of this Open that was happening in Germany. And he unfortunately didn't win the final, but it was only like his second tournament back since being injured. So for him to make it that far, I was pretty happy with, and it was good to see him play well. So pretty cool. And then the NBA and NHL finals have both concluded.
Yep. Fun fact, I actually watched a very little bit more of the NHL finals than I did of the NBA final
Oh, nice.
because I don't get the channel the NBA one is on.
Yeah. I didn't get to it's crazy because I watched every game of the finals except for the final game for each one.
Yeah.
I caught just a little bit of both. Um, but yeah, anyway, the Hurricanes spanked the ass of the Knights, and the Knicks spanked the ass of the Spurs. The Spurs could not keep a lead. It was kind of baffling, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
After they I was like, because I was after they lost that first game, I was still like saying Spurs in six. That was still my thought. But then they lost that second one by blowing a huge amount. I'm like, I'd be surprised if they win. And then they barely fucking squeaked out that one win, the Trump game, and then that then they lost by 29 points. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking over. They just can't keep it. They just can't win. De'Aaron Fox, I don't think is gonna let them win.
Yeah, I mean he's got to be gone, right?
I don't think anyone will take him. They just signed him to a fucking like max extension.
Oopsie
Yeah,
daisies.
it's one of those things. If you remember, we Jamie, play it back. Whenever it was announced they traded for him, I'm like, yeah, we didn't give much for him, so like I'm not, but like I didn't want him really on the Spurs because I was like, we have Castle, we had a ton of guards. This is before we even had Dylan Harper, and now I played on the trade machine today though. I was like, this would be funny to me and me alone, but because I don't really want Giannis on the Spurs, but they could trade De'Aaron Fox, Vassell, and Luke Cornett, and like a bunch of draft picks, which they have a bunch of, for Giannis and Miles Turner. And then I'm like, well, that could be the Bucks might do that just to get off of Miles Turner's shitty ass contract.
Yeah. I learned that Luke Cornett played for the Bucks briefly.
I mean, it makes sense. He is white enough. Like it's like a big white guy seems like it's like, yeah, the Bucks, the Jazz, and the Pacers. It's gonna be on one of those teams at one point.
Yeah,
Oh, and
agreed.
Boston.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen to be honest. Do you think the Spurs will keep most of these guys?
I think so. I do think they need to get rid of Fox, but I don't think they'll be able to. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be a run it back type thing, which is it's just fine to do because outside of Fox and Harrison Barnes and like Luke Cornett and Olenek and stuff, which none of those guys are future pieces anyway. I mean, they thought Fox was going to be, but it's like anyone that had a brain really knew he wasn't going to be. It's like Castle, Harper, Wembanyama, and then Bryant. Those are the ones that they need to worry about. And it's like the oldest of the three, I think, is 22 years old, and that's Wemby. They're all just going to get better. The whole trick is keeping them happy, which kind of got to get rid of Fox, I think, to keep Harper happy. So,
Right. Well, hopefully they can do it.
you know,
Yeah, and then the Hurricanes, that was just a stomping, um, which it's whatever. I didn't really care who won that. I just picked Vegas because you picked the Hurricanes,
yeah.
but still, I got to see some good hockey, especially that one game where the Canes came back and scored three in 39 seconds. I mean, that was just crazy. So we'll see. Just look forward to next year where Sid's doing it for year 22 and see what happens.
All right, I'm gonna make you want to make a quick, way too early prediction for next year in the NBA, since I mean I won't be able to really do one for the NHL.
Okay,
You want to do one, or you want me to do one?
sure.
All right, I'll say, trying to think of a team that I'm gonna say the Knicks repeat.
Hmm. I'm gonna say the Utah Jazz. Just kidding. They're not gonna lose. Um, I don't know. I could kind of, as much as I hate to say it, I could kind of see Boston maybe going for it.
So there's a rumor that Bill Simmons has started up, which it's like anyone takes that fucking dork serious, you know, he's a fucking idiot. But that they might try for Giannis, which,
Hmm.
as you know, I think that is a lose situation for Boston. But what do I
Yeah,
know?
you've become a certified Giannis hater in recent
It's
weeks.
it's more just like I'm comparing him to Shaq. And to me, he's at the point where he's gonna not bring enough to the table to win a chip. And with the way that the fucking salary cap is and the way his injuries are, I I don't think it's gonna work out for anyone that gets him. Especially not Miami. The Miami one is the funniest fucking thing to me. Like, let's pair him with Bam.
Yeah, I know. But man, those seem to be the two teams that they're talking about the most.
Yeah. Though, as a as a Bucks fan, would you be like, because the thing I've been seeing is the Atlanta Hawks is also in on the trade for Giannis. So it would be Giannis goes to Boston, Jaylen Brown goes to Atlanta, and you guys get a bunch of draft picks and young players,
Yeah,
which I think would be pretty good.
yeah.
Just depends on how good you guys draft. Oh, I saw one today though where it could be the Clippers. You get the Pacers fifth pick and some other pieces to go. That's the big piece though. So be the Pacers pick, and I don't know what other young pieces. You might get Bennett Mathurin, and I could be like, oh, I miss him.
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon. And when nothing happens, we'll just hear the next batch of rumors.
Yeah, it's supposedly it's supposed to get done by the draft if anything gets done. So, you know,
Yeah, okay.
I think they were waiting until the finals. They're hoping that New York was going to lose, so then they could be like, "Look at Giannis, New York, give us some stuff."
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. Like at this point, I'm just so tired of hearing everything and I don't even know what I would want for him. So it's just like, just see what happens.
Yeah, I think like best case scenario, just a young like I think you want a young good player since you don't have draft picks. A young good player that can get you like middle. the middle of the road, you know? So like Portland's not fucking getting, the number one pick over and over again. Like just
Hmm.
someone that's a young player that you can build around too. Kind of like whenever Indiana Pacers traded Paul George, they didn't get like people were like, oh, they didn't get shit, but they got Sabonis and Victor Oladipo. And it's like, yeah, they weren't gonna win a championship with that team, but they could stay in the playoffs and stay competitive. And like
And they
that's
did.
yeah. And so it's like if you could get like two young players that can do that for you, that'd be the dream. And
Yeah.
draft picks, of course. But like something that so you guys you don't tank, that's the big thing. Like you don't want to tank now since you don't have
Hmm.
draft picks.
Yeah. All right. Ready for the regular episode?
Hell yeah, boy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Two Worlds Podcast. I'm Jake, and with me, as always, is the Christian to my edge. It's Casey. What's up, buddy?
Nothing much, man. What's up with you?
Ready to kick the Hardy Boys' ass, am I right?
Hell yeah. We could do a
Did they
5 second
win?
pose. Yeah, they won, they lost, both, it's pro wrestling. But they would do a thing where they would come out and they're like flash photography and they'd have everyone like get their cameras ready and they'd do like a 5 second pose. And it was pretty funny. And like Christian now, he's doing it less since he's a good guy, but when he was like first in AEW, he was a bad guy. Or not first, he became a bad guy. He would just talk about people's dads being dead. He'd be like, it's like, because I think he had, oh, fucking Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and his dad was, the 90210 star, something Perry.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
Luke Perry, maybe? Is that a person? I don't know.
Yeah, no.
But he, like, he was paired with him, and, like, Christian betrayed him, and then the Christian's just like, you act like I'm your father, but I'm not your father because I'm alive. Your father's dead.
He's okay, dude.
It was funny. And you would just do that, then like that, like people, I would get like a huge reaction just saying people's dads. And you start doing that to everyone that had a dead dad.
So I didn't realize, I don't just like once in a blue moon, I'll get some wrestling related video on my feed. And I saw one about the Hardys, and I didn't realize that Jeff was like way more popular than Matt.
Oh, big time, dude.
Yeah. So I don't know, like somebody did like this big art piece for Jeff and brought it to their table at a con. And you could tell Matt just kind of like sidled out of the picture so that
Yeah,
that could happen. And then all the comments were talking about how Jeff is just like, way better and way more popular and stuff. And I'm like, damn, it sucks to be Matt.
right. Yeah, Matt. Like the thing is, and Matt, I think Matt had some substance abuse issues, but like Jeff, whew, he had it bad. And then like
He looks like it.
yeah. I mean, I think now he's clean again, but like the problem is, and this was one of the things like it pissed me off when he went to AEW. He went to AEW and like he had just gotten issue like he got fired from WWE because he was drinking all that type of stuff. But it's like, no shit. He jumps off of stuff and he gets in a lot of pain. Like, of course he's gonna self-medicate. And so then he goes to AEW. I'm like, well, hopefully, like the schedule's not as rough and blah blah blah. Like they won't. Surely they know he's dealing with stuff. And they won't make him do these terrible matches that put him in like first match, street fight, next match, a match with Darby Allin where they jump off ladders. It's like okay, and then like a couple weeks later, he's have he got fired from there because he was abusing substances again. I'm like, come on, guys. Say if you want him to do this stupid shit, Save it for the pay-per-views. Do like
Yeah,
at most one a month, and then have him do everything else,
yeah.
But there's one really funny thing in AEW. And then we can get to our news. This is just like you can look it up. You'll get a laugh at it too as a non-wrestling fan. Matt's getting his ass kicked. The bad guys are beating him up, stomping on him, punching him, and then Jeff Hardy's music hits. And normally when that happens, you run down there and you beat the shit out of the guys. But Jeff has like his entrance thing. He does that shit. So he goes out there, he steps out, and then and like Matt's just getting stomped on and beat up. And like Jeff does his full entrance. Then he finally goes in the ring and beats up the guys and sends them on their way.
That's so funny. What's the okay, I've seen the clip. It may not even be real. I have no idea. I assume it's a real wrestling clip. But it's just like a dude in slacks and a blue polo, just like full sprinting down the runway to get to the ring. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
No, not right off, but there's
People use it in memes a lot.
a lot of silly shit happens on the indies, so it's pretty fair that that's a thing.
Uh, Charles Robinson? Oh, was he a referee?
Oh, that's yeah, he running down.
Yeah,
He got fucking like hit hard by Cena one time because he was
yeah.
going to do the count and just gets fucking nailed. It's pretty funny.
On purpose?
Yeah, because Ceno's the bad guy. So,
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's really funny. You're just like watching for 10 seconds and the guy's still sprinting down there.
yeah.
Anyway, okay, welcome to Wrestling Cast, where
Ooh,
one of the
can
two
we?
guys doesn't watch it.
That would be the best. WrestleCast, starring someone that doesn't even know what a fucking drop kick is, and Casey.
I know a drop kick. I just don't know what a heel is.
Oh, okay.
I think when you say they turn heel, it means they're becoming the bad guy. Oh,
And then otherwise they're turning face, or they're the face.
oh, wish you turn your face.
Well, it's towards. I mean, it's already there. If
Quiet
I was
you.
turning my face, I'd be like this. Then you kiss the back of my head.
Anyway, news time. News time on our comic book podcast. I
All
think I
right.
got one or two more maybe, so I'll kick it off.
Wish you'd kick your shoes off.
Okay, anyway. I can't believe I sniped this from Casey. One of Casey's most favorite bits of news to talk about. The show Twisted Metal. We've got some Twisted Metal
Oh
news.
man, I missed that 100%. So this is gonna be exciting news for me.
It kind of is. So, first of all, I didn't realize that this show got renewed for a third season. So, congratulations to it. Mark Hamill's joining the cast as a recurring character.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna play Pope Charlie Kane, who is Sweet Tooth's dad. Yeah, so there
Hmm.
you go. Casey's excited, folks. He's pumped.
Not to get too. I mean, they've already messed up the lore of Twisted Metal, but we're gonna get into it because I've watched
Okay,
YouTube videos on it. Jake's frozen, so I don't know if
you're
this any of this is gonna
frozen.
be heard. I'll just wait. All right, so Twisted Metal lore. Sweet Tooth's dad is also Roadkill's dad because Roadkill and Sweet Tooth are the same person because he's fucking crazy. And also his dad was the one that drove the oh, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's the one that drove the taxi cab in the first one, and then he became Dark Tooth in the next one. So that's just a little bit of a fun fact for you that they're not going to
Hmm.
touch on because they've completely changed stuff up like a lot, like an
Who could have
insane
seen
amount.
that coming?
Yeah. Like they made Minion into like a fucking Power Ranger bad guy in the last one, which I'm like, why?
For a split second, I thought you said Minya.
No, I wish. That would have been better. I mean, how at this point, the fucking minions from the Gru movies would have been better.
Can you imagine that crossover?
Dude, one of
Hmm.
my favorite things, it was like the minions always go to the most evil person. Like that's the whole thing. So it's like you're on a train in Auschwitz and you come up and you just see and it's like they have Kevin Spacey and a baby driver like banana. It
Holy
tickles me.
shit.
It tickles me so much.
That's so funny.
Okay, so I'm gonna end on the Doctor Who knows on news because I think that's the funniest.
Nose.
Yeah. But so yeah, we're getting a new Monster Piece Theater, another one. It was announced, the Kaiju of Oz. So
Oh gosh.
I'm pretty excited about that. That should be pretty fun. Like
That
I'm
is
really glad they
fun.
found this niche of being like, yeah, let's just fucking toss Godzilla into things.
I mean, people are loving it though.
I know. I mean, we'll talk about it, but this newest one was good.
Okay.
Will you check out that though? Because I know you saw Wicked, what, 18 times in theaters?
No.
Oh shit. Did I get 18 and zero mixed up again?
You did.
Shoot, always
I
happens.
I have seen the actual musical once.
Me too.
Uh,
Back in high school.
I watched it like 2 years ago with my lovely bride. Um,
Yo, wife.
yeah, and that I was so fucking sick of seeing what's her name, Ariana Grande and the other gal
The
that I
fucking
was
two
like,
golems.
I'm not fucking watching this. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's good or not. I'm not watching it. So anyway, why do we even talk about it?
Because the Wizard of Oz.
Oh yeah, that's right. Uh no, I probably won't read that,
Yeah.
but I'm glad it's happening. Um, okay. Unexpected news. Marvel's Mangaverse is coming back after 25 years. They're going to be doing 5 weekly one-shots launching in September for its anniversary. Um, one's called Web of Blood, another one Web of Destiny. That's going to be like a post-apocalyptic story featuring Miles, Laura Kinney, and Magic. So yeah, I'll probably check out the Magic one. We've got Iron Knight, Arcane Avengers, and Ghostlock, which is about Riri Williams, Bucky Barnes, and Quanon, who is Psylocke, one of the Psylocks. And let's see here. Joe and Jack Kelly, Cody Ziegler, Ashley Allen, and Alyssa Wong are going to be the writers. So it's pretty cool. Some people were joking about this online because CB Cebulski is like the guy heading this. He's like the editor in chief of Marvel. He's the guy, if you'll remember, a few years back, was writing Marvel comics for Japan under a Japanese name.
Mm-hmm.
And so people still jokingly refer to him as the Great Yoshida, which I think is so fucking funny. It's just a damn shame that he's not writing some of these.
Yeah. So
Um,
did you ever read the original?
I I have found a couple of them here and there at the shop, so I've flipped through them, but I've never like properly read any of them.
Yeah, Nick had the second trade, and I read that one a few times. And I'm not gonna lie, the design of Doctor Strange was one of my favorite designs. I think he
Okay.
looks super cool. And then I will also say the design of what's her name? The cat lady. Um
Tigra,
yeah, Tigra in that could turn anyone into a furry.
you hear that, Preston?
Yeah, Preston, look it up.
Good
It's
Lord,
a
they gave her some huge bazingas there.
like I said, especially like as a middle school boy reading that, I'm just like, what is this? I have a new favorite character.
Yeah, Doctor Strange does look pretty cool. He looks a lot like uh the guy from Naruto who
Bug
controlled
Boy?
bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks just like him. So anyway, I think that'll be cool. I like manga style, and obviously if there's going to be one about magic, I'm in.
Jason's like, look at these Gazumbas as he's reading it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Gazumba cast.
Go Zumba cast.
All right. So someone asked James Gunn on the old social medias about the American Villain show. They're like, well, is this going to be a Grodd show or a Jimmy Olsen show? And James Gunn's like, why are you talking like that? But also, it's both. It's something I'm really excited. Yeah, I'm paraphrasing. He's like, it's something I'm really excited about. It's going to be one of the shows I'm most excited about in the coming years. It's it's both a Gorilla Grodd and a Jimmy Olsen show.
Okay.
So should be fun. I
I'm here
mean,
for it.
it's just gonna depend on how Grodd is done, because like CW, if CW taught us anything, you can make Grodd really fucking terrible.
It's true.
Like
They
real
tried their
bad.
best.
Like the when he first popped up, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is fine. It's what you expect from us. And then like when I saw the clips from Legends of the Tomorrow, make America Grodd again, I'm just like, boy, howdy, guys. This fell off pretty hard.
All right. We got some Booster Gold news. David Jenkins confirmed that he submitted the pilot script. Um, Claims that it's going to be pretty true to the source material, so we'll see. Um, Again, there were like cancellation rumors a while back, but James Gunn said that that wasn't the case. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that, but it seems to be moving forward.
Yeah. I think honestly, this is just coming basically from what James Gunn said. It's like unless it's, I mean, odds are stuff's not going to get canceled if someone can write a script, and that's the reason why The Authority got canceled, because I don't think anyone could come up with a good script for that fucking thing, you know. So
Which is kind of crazy because from what I've heard from fans, if you just follow Grant's material, you got something to work with there.
yeah, but which would work probably on its own, but trying to fit that into the universe that James Gunn's already set up, that would be the hard part.
You know who I think could do it?
Who?
Grant.
Maybe. I think they might be because like I mean just hearing stories of their Flash movie, which would have been better than what we got no matter what, because like you could pee in a bag and it would have been better than that fucking Flash movie. But you know, I think just hearing what they had made for that, I was like, you're doing too fucking much.
Well, I'd still check it out.
I mean, I would too. I'm probably gonna watch Supergirl, even though I think it's gonna be just bathwater, dog bathwater.
Yeah. I know it's not getting the best reviews, but to be honest, a lot of what I'm seeing is just kind of guys that hate women talking bad about it. So
Oh
I'm
fuck, I won't like it at all then.
so I'm reserving my my thoughts for when I actually see it. But
Yeah.
I hope it's at least fun.
Yeah, she seems charismatic. I don't like that. I don't like the that version of Supergirl of being like, I want to get drunk and party and all that type of shit. I'm like, yeah, I don't really care much for that with normal people, let alone super people.
Well, I just don't know that she's gonna be like that much in this movie. Like, yeah, she was like that
I mean,
during that
that's the
cameo, but
premise though of the movie is like she's going out and outer space and having fun and partying.
is
And
it?
then That's what I've heard. And then she finds people, and I'm assuming she, goes on the hero's journey and, gets character development and shit. But I'm just like, you know,
All right, well, I'm still gonna go see it.
yeah. Have you seen? I'm gonna say this: the worst designed fucking commemorative cup I think you've ever seen.
Yep, the super foreskin.
Yeah, it's rough, I tell you.
When is it? Is that movie this week?
I think so. They're building it up a whole bunch.
Mm.
But I'll get to my last bit of news. Doctor Who news. So
Who?
the old Doctor, it's not it. They've just canceled the Christmas special, and it just sounds like it's dead in the water. Russell T Davies is like, yeah, I'm out. Bye. I fucked this up horribly. I did so much terrible shit to this show. Like after the last guy did a lot of terrible shit to this show, and now I'm gonna say see ya. So for those that don't know, the last episode ended with the other doctor that we had, who's only there for I think a season after David Tennant. He he regenerates into Rose Tyler, and that's how it ended. And prior to that, because I was interested, I was like, I liked Russell. I've shared this with you off pod, but I'm like, uh, every once in a while you'll see the meme of someone like of a screenshot of like someone's TikTok, and they're like, and then the caption's always, "Are they just too woke?" And that's kind of like how this is. Like I hate the term because it's like too overused, but in the David Tennant show, he's with Donna again, and Donna has a kid, and the kid I like I said, I watched clips of it, so I don't know. I know the actor is either trans or non-binary, and I think the kid's non and the show is non-binary, but the actor that plays him is trans. And this is important to the story because it's one of the dumbest things of dialogue you'll ever fucking hear. So basically, they do the what is it called? The meta Time Lord crisis or whatever, where Donna becomes the Time Lord again. They do that because like Donna's going to do that to save the Doctor. And so she does it. And since she's had a kid, though, some of that meta thing goes into the kid. And so when they start talking, they do when Donna's like binary, 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 the kid's like binary, non-binary. And then they start explaining why, oh, Donna's not gonna die. It's because she's had a kid, and the kid doesn't fit within. And they like almost like they don't look in the camera, but like while you're watching it, they're just fucking staring right at the camera, like non-binary. It's like Jesus. Like no one watching this except for Russell could have been like, "This is good." Like this is so bad.
Yeah.
It's like there's other ways of doing this type of thing that you want to say instead of just fucking hitting us over the head with a shovel with it. Like, come on.
Well, uh,
It's like
unfortunately, I just don't think that show's been good for a while.
no, I mean, so I heard some of the Capaldi stuff was good. And like I saw clips of some of the Capaldi stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is interesting. But really, like it fell off for me with Matt Smith. I just liked Matt. So I was like, I'm gonna keep watching for him. And I heard some of the stuff with I think her name is Jodie. The Jodie doctor was good, and I guess she's a good doctor, but the writing was dog shit. I guess they retconned a bunch of stuff where the doctor isn't a time lord anymore, and he can regenerate as much as he wants. And so it's like all the stuff with Matt Smith that Moffat did just didn't fucking matter. And all that stuff. I was like, good God, this is so dumb.
Well, I
So
don't
yeah.
I don't think they'll let it die for long. They just gotta find somebody that's like, I think I can fix this.
And that's when they're gonna call the Two Worlds Pod Boys. We're gonna do the American version.
All we gotta do is make it worse.
Yes, it's like, yeah, he doesn't have a sonic screwdriver. He's got a sonic fucking Desert Eagle.
Yeah. He just shoots it at something and it fixes it.
And it's like yeah, and then instead of going around in a TARDIS, he just drives.
Yeah, it's a Ford Pinto.
Like,
Hmm.
what about a companion? Well, he doesn't have a companion. He just does this by himself. He doesn't need a help. He's a man.
But then he lets like a super hot chick follow him around. He's like, okay, I guess you can be my companion.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, you just stay over there though, babe.
The way
Let
you
us know
said
down below though, guys. Would you want to watch the American Doctor Who?
the way you said babe reminded me of Hot Rod.
Fucking
Hey,
babe,
babe,
wait!
wait.
I need to watch that movie again. I haven't seen that in forever.
I heard that part was off the cuff on his part,
I heard that too.
which is so fucking funny.
Right?
Yeah, great movie. Anyway, let's keep it going. We have gone down so many
You
fucking
really
rabbit
have.
holes
This is what
tonight.
happens whenever we wait so long to record.
It's true. All right. We got some Hunt for Gollum news. Anya Taylor-Joy has been cast in that movie.
As Gollum.
Yeah, Andy Serkis, who is directing the movie, is letting her take
Yeah.
that over. No, she's going to play someone called Saren or Serene, um, who is obviously a character made up for this movie. It was not in the books, but she's going to be a Sindar elf of the woodland realm and a trusted lethal agent of King Thranduil, who was what was his name? Lee Pace, I think, in the Hobbit movies.
Mm. So this is just off subject, but it's on kind of the subject of Lord of the Rings. This year when I was planning, or not planning, but working around while Dad planned it, I was listening to What Went Wrong, and they had a three-parter on Lord of the Rings,
Okay,
and I think you would find it very interesting, though you probably know a lot of it already, but
that's okay.
it's it's still really like Viggo Mortensen. I found out is an insane person.
What do you mean
Because
by that?
so apparently everyone had three weapons. Like, they had like the prop weapon that, then they had the hero's weapon, which was a real fucking weapon. And then they had like one that was done, I think that was like also fake. So Vigo would just only use the real weapon in all his sword fights. And so then like he would hurt a lot of the stunt people.
Yeah,
And then like they were talking also the extras were like the New Zealanders that were like, you know, fucking crazy people also. So they would headbutt each other to get hyped up. And Vigo saw that and he's like, this is fucking cool. Come here, Orlando Bloom. And his fucking headbutts him, knocks him out, and like then leaves this huge mark on Orlando Bloom's head.
they had to cover in makeup.
Like broke a tooth, put gum in place and put the tooth back in place so they could keep going.
That's incredible.
Oh, it's like there was other stuff too, but I'm just like, this dude is psychotic and it's awesome. And he almost didn't even have the part,
Yeah, I know. I just can't imagine anyone else doing that. Will
right?
you fuck off?
Well, fine.
Gosh, dude, this cat's driving me fucking crazy. Get out of here. Anyway,
But yeah, highly recommend listening to it. It's three episodes. It's Oh, and then like the one of the coolest parts. This is like my one of my favorite parts is the end of the first episode when they're talking about it because it's like basically how they got the thing going. They had the rights with oh the company that does like all the Quentin Tarantino movies
hmm
that also had the dude that got in trouble for sexually harassing and molesting women. Blanking on the name.
like Harvey Weinstein
Yeah, the
or
Weinstein Corporation. They had a contract with them. And he wanted to do two movies. And they like Peter Jackson, they were going way over budget and all this shit. And Peter's like, we can't do it for what you want to do it. Can I try to go someplace else? And like basically his agent worked with, and Weinstein's like, fine, you only have this amount of time. So he's being a real dickhead about it. And I also get this amount back, on the proceeds at the end, and you have to pay me what I've already put in. Like, okay, fine. And so they go to these different people. No one wanted to meet with Peter Jackson, except for like there was like three. And the first one was like, we'd love to, but we just sold our company and we can't get into this. The next one was like, no, we can't. And then the third one though was what's the company that made Lord of the Rings? I'm blanking on their name. Like the production company.
Oh, ugh, I
Oh
don't
well.
know.
Well, basically they go to them and they were like, look, this is just we're just doing this as a,
New
like,
Line?
yeah, New Line was like, we're just doing this as a, like, just to be nice type of thing. It's not gonna happen. So like Peter Jackson, like that deflated him. He got told that like right before, and they do their thing and they show them like a quick clip, and it's I think the scene with the troll in the mines. And then afterwards they're like, this is fucking awesome. And we're just gonna tell you right now, we think people would pay $20 to see the two movies, but we also think they'd pay 30 to see all three. It's like, let's do three movies instead. And that's how it got done for the three movies. Like, yes.
That's so great. But to be fair, that scene with the troll's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then also Weinstein, this is another fun thing. Weinstein was like, if you don't get, if we don't do this, blah, 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 I'm just have Quentin Tarantino make it. Which I'm like, Tarantino making a Lord of the Rings movie would be hilarious.
I
So
agree.
many Hobbit feet.
He it's funny that you say that because it's a famous, meme, one of the meme things where everyone's like, "Oh, did you know this happened and this happened?"
Hmm.
One of the like super ugly orcs at
Hmm.
the Battle of Pelennor Fields is modeled after Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, it makes sense now after hearing
Yeah.
that story.
And like just hearing the stuff that they came up with, because that the company that did all the special effects was Peter Jackson's company, and he was basically trying to come up with jobs to keep them afloat after they did like one of his early movies. And they did with just one computer. And then like it just kind of snowballed in this huge fucking thing. And like they're the ones that basically invented the shit for Golem. Like, that
Hmm.
wasn't a thing before this and all that type of stuff. I'm like, it's damn impressive.
Yeah, dude. And I think looks wise, all that stuff still holds up today.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys want to stop listening to us, don't. But afterwards, you can listen to what went wrong. It's really good.
You'll have to text me that later so I don't forget the name.
Will do, bud.
All right, my last bit of news. Uh, Dennis Camp signed a DC exclusive contract. So good for him.
Yep.
I think he's definitely a rising star in comics, and I wouldn't be that surprised if Marvel kind of pissed him off because he was doing the ultimate stuff whenever
Hmm.
Hickman was done with his part of it, and we heard that a lot of those creators didn't even know that Marvel was going to cancel it when Hickman was done, and they all had stuff planned. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if he was just like, "Fuck this, I'm going to the other team then."
Yeah. I heard from a lot of this is Twitter people, but they were like the stuff he was doing in the Ultimate Universe was the good stuff. The Hickman stuff was like mediocre.
Yeah, yeah. So good for him. Hopefully the stuff he writes for them is good. I mean,
Yeah.
the one I'm reading, which I think he's on Bleeding Hearts. I like that one. So,
And I hear the Martian Manhunter is fucking wild.
oh yeah, yeah. What I've read of that, I've liked as well. So,
Did you see that they did the thing where you're supposed to rip up the comic book?
hmm
Which I'm like, that's wild. I wouldn't do it because it's like $5.
yeah, I wouldn't do it either. But if you guys want to buy two from Comic Headquarters, then feel free.
Or you want to buy one from Comic Headquarters and one from another shop, you could do that too. Support two comic book shops.
Shut up. No, nobody should do that.
Ooh, okay. So one last thing I want to talk about because I want to tell Jake about this and I will forget. But I was watching Casually Comics the other day, and as someone that loves like 80s cartoons, I mean like you're more into the fantasy 80s cartoons than I was. Like the only one that we both are like not into is Transformers. Like I liked the G.I. Joe and you liked everything else but Transformers. They almost made this would have been 93, so it would have been like kind of too late for this world, but it was very much in the realm of She-Ra and He-Man. But they were gonna do a Wonder Woman show, like a toy line. They had everything. They were like months away, but then didn't end up working out. But Casually Comics was talking about it on YouTube. It was like they had everything set up to do that, but it was like I said, it was in '93, and then that's like kind of when that stuff was dying out. We were getting like just cartoons that were just cartoons and not just
Yeah,
toy adverts.
man, that would have been so cool.
Yeah, because it's like it very much does look like She-Ra, but Wonder Woman. And like I think Ice, they had like Ice was one of them, and I think maybe Fire was another one too, side characters and stuff. But it's like, I think that would have done more harm to Wonder Woman's already kind of terrible continuity.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. I'm starting to get pretty pissed off by this cat that won't fucking stop doing whatever he's doing.
Well, what'd you read this week, man? Other than getting pissed off at your cat.
It's just that he's really fucking stupid. I love him to death, but he's so stupid and he just hyper fixates on something and he won't fucking leave it alone.
I feel like that's how you talk about me when I'm not around. You're like,
Yeah. He just
I
hyper
love him.
fixates on Godzilla and he won't shut the fuck up about it.
Exactly. Let me know down below, guys. What do you hyperfixate on? Is it my eyes? I hope it's my eyes.
All right, I read Wolverine 21, Absolute Catwoman number 1, Fury of Firestorm number 3, Muppets Noir number 4, Bleeding Hearts number 5, Thundercat Silverhawks number 3, Daredevil number 3, and Mortal Thor number 11.
I'm pretty sure old Jake's got more than me this week because because I read Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 19, Godzilla, The Odyssey, this Monster Piece Theater, Mega Man X issue 4, Wolverine issue 21, Fury of Firestorm issue 30, and Daredevil issue 3.
All right, I can start us off with Muppets Noir number 4. It's written and drawn by Roger Langridge. It's the final issue. And I think it wrapped up pretty well. It was just a fun, like, this is how a movie or show of the Muppets would have ended. Kermit snaps out of his crazy dream about being a noir detective and, wants to write all of it down and to make it part of the Muppets theater. And everyone's just kind of like, what the fuck is he talking about? So it was fun. It was funny. I hope that even if it's not Muppets Noir, I hope that this guy uh, gets to do just another Muppets comic because it was one for the fans.
Nice. You gonna make your
So,
mom read that since
mhm.
she's a big Muppet head?
Yeah, I'm gonna get her the trade when it comes out. But
Nice.
yeah, that it's an easy 9 out of 10 for me.
How much would you rate the whole thing? 9 also.
Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. Now, speaking of the Muppets, whatever happened to the Muppet variant covers that Marvel was doing?
Oh, they did them.
They did? Okay, because I don't remember you showing them off whenever you'd be like, "Oh, look at my," because I know we talked about which ones you'd want, but
Oh, yeah, I guess I probably never did. I definitely got one of each
all
though.
right. You
And the
get
best,
your Swedish Chef. So that's the
yeah,
one that you're okay, perfect.
yeah, that one, and then the homage to Silver Surfer 4. Those two are my favorite.
Right on.
Did you see the chef one?
Yeah, I did. I saw all of them when it was announced and stuff. I just don't remember us ever
Yeah,
talking about it when they actually came out.
gotcha.
All right, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 19 by Jinyun Yang with Pay on the art. So yeah, their mom, the continuity, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lore is just so fucking weird, especially for someone who hadn't read any of it. And so it's like, yeah, their mom that didn't get reincarnated with the rest of them from feudal Japan is now alive, and she knows that they're turtles and a rat, and their husband's a rat, but she also doesn't know anything about the current world.
Wait,
She's there,
Splinter's their actual dad?
yeah, because I mean, I'm assuming from the past because they're all reincarnated. So it was like he was their dad in the past and then now sort of adopted father, I guess. Again, probably make more sense if I had read the other IDW stuff. But yeah, we see, some fighting happens. Casey Jones is there, and then it's like the mom's like, guys, I really like being around you, but boy, I wish I was I'd rather be dead. And so she wants to go back to the other world, and these two demon people stop her, and they're like, "No, you have to stay here." And then so they kind of like make this home for her, and with some of Mikey's old money that he had from when he was a celebrity in Japan. And then we get this weird fucking pigeon looking fucker that's gonna try to fight them in the next issue. Who's watching them. So yeah, I mean it's fine. Again, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this whole reincarnation stuff. But yeah, fine. I'll go like a 6.5.
All right. Bleeding Hearts, number 5 by Dennis Camp and Stepan Morian. It's pretty good. Like the humans that the main character has been trying to save got captured at the end of the last issue. So this one, it's him trying to figure out how he's gonna break them out and save them. Um, and yeah, the zombies kind of have like a yearly ceremony where they capture as many humans as they can and then let them go to go hunt them down again. And that ceremony is like the final page, like let the hunt begin. So we'll see if our boy can save the humans again, but it's still pretty good. I'm gonna give this one a 7.
Nice. Oh, excuse me. So we get Godzilla's The Odyssey, written by Thierry, which surprised I liked it because, don't really like all of his stuff that he does.
He did Here There Be Aliens, right?
Which I was like, I liked Here There Be Aliens, but what was the second one that he did? Was it?
Well, there was Dragons, Alien. No, Dragons 2, and Aliens, right?
Oh, okay, it was Dragons because Dragons 2 sucked.
Yeah.
Dragons 1 was okay. Aliens was good. You didn't read Aliens, you don't know.
I heard what you told me happened in it.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was dumb fun.
It was
What?
dumb.
Um, but yeah, then we get art by Ellis Kiriaza, and this was fun though. So like instead of a Trojan horse, he does a Trojan Godzilla, and because Godzilla is apparently in this universe, he's Zeus's whatever, and so then but Poseidon again is mad, like just like in the other, and it looks like calls it his loyal sea serpent, which is what I call my wiener, but it looks like Manda.
The old LSS.
Yeah. And then like sometimes when it doesn't work, I'm like, you're not so loyal today, are you? But then they go to this place that's got, some fruit, and it's the fruits, it's Biolante. So it's like these like fun little cameos throughout, like I don't really remember. I've read The Odyssey back in high school, which was like 30 years ago. So I don't remember a lot of the different stuff. Like I don't remember this island that had the fruit that they were on. Don't remember that. But I do remember the Cyclops. And so they go to the place with the Cyclops, but the giant Cyclops is dead. And you know who killed him? Fucking Gigan. But then Godzilla helps, fight Gigan, which putting like this is just like one little nerd problem. Putting Gigan in this, it shouldn't have, really, because Gigan's a cyborg monster. So it's like, who's putting this thing back together, making it into a cyborg? But you just do it because you like them. That's what that's basically what it amounts to. That's all this is. This is a cameo book. So they do some fighting. Poseidon's still mad. Zeus is like, settle down. And they get the bag that's the bag full of wind, if you remember that in the Odyssey.
Hmm.
And one of their guys opens it up just like in the thing, and Rodan's there, and Rodan blows them off course.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's like it's little shit like that. And then I don't remember oh yeah, then they go to Hades and Destroya, King Seesaw, Space Godzilla, Hedorah are there, and then the sirens are there. Then instead of like anything really bad happens, Godzilla just fucking wrecks the sirens before they can do anything. And then like they go through the thing, and Titanosaurus, like this one like dangerous path, Titanosaurus and King Ghidorah are there, and all that. Godzilla saves them though, and they go to like the different stuff on the one town thing, and like what the wife is doing. They don't ever show this dog, which is like one of the best parts in that, not best, but saddest and cool, like coolest parts and most realistic parts in the whole story. So they don't show that, which is like, that's probably for the best. No one wants to see a dog die. But
Hmm.
then, he starts fighting the people, and Godzilla just shows up and saves the day. And then he learns his lesson to show respect for the gods, because that's why Poseidon was mad to begin with. And he builds a Godzilla throne, which I'm like, hey, that looks like my room. And that was basically it. It's good. I like the main story. The Robin Hood story in the back, that's the backup. It was weaker than the last, I think, two. The last two were really good. This one was like, it was fine. It was like they're just setting traps to try to stop Godzilla, and it's the Sheriff Rottingham and all that type of stuff. And it was okay, but overall, I'm gonna go with a 8.5, maybe even a 9.
For the week?
No, there's two other books that I liked a lot more.
Okay. Thundercat Silverhawks 3 by Declan Shalvey and Drew Moss. I mean, it's good. They're just, they're fighting. One of the Silverhawks has kind of gone rogue, and that is snowballing into a team up finally between the two teams. And it was pretty cool. Gonna give it a 7.5.
Nice. Mega Man X issue 4. So it starts with Mega Man getting the Hadouken, which you can
Oh.
do in Mega Man X. And so then um they fight Vile, and same thing like in the game, basically. But then he ends up beating him with the Hadouken, which I did when I played Mega Man X for the PSP. So it's a little fun fact about old Casey. Zero dies like he does in the game. And we also get the Mega Man X4 characters showing up briefly, which I'm like, oh, that's fun. I remember because like I played X4 as a child on the Sega Saturn, and so I remember these guys, at least one of them. I don't really remember the other one. But yeah, so it was kind of neat seeing them in this, and you know, this is fun. The art's really good still. So yeah, I'll probably go with a 8.5.
The Mortal Thor 11 by Al Ewing. And I don't know who else. It's a guest artist. Jesus Saiz. It's pretty cool though. I mean the whole thing is Sigurd versus the Minotaur. And of course Dario Agger is just a supreme douche, but the fight is good. And Sigurd finds a way to like basically get the Minotaur to charge at him, and then uses the rope and his hammer to trip him, and he goes out the window at the top of his skyscraper and falls all the way to the bottom. It's not quite as bloody as you think it would be, so I don't know if he survived it or not. Um, and then Odin is kind of watching all of this happen from afar, and he's like, if Sigurd can beat the Minotaur, he might be worthy. And then at the end, oh fucking no eyes Dr. Blake shows up. Um, and that's how it ends. So it was really good. I like this one a lot. Probably at a 9 for it.
Noise. I just have our mute cheese.
Same.
Oh, cool. So what order do you want to do them in? Sugar pie.
You tell me, big dog.
Fucking love being called big dog, bro. I'm gonna go Wolverine, the Fury of Firestorm, and Daredevil.
Oh, you didn't read Catwoman?
No, I did not read Catwoman.
Oh,
You
then I have one more.
absolute goofball.
I thought you did for some reason.
No, I haven't read really hardly any of the absolute stuff besides Absolute Green Arrow, which is like fucking weird.
Well, slap my ass and call me Charlie.
Oh boy, I'll do more than that.
All right, it's by Scott Snyder and Shea Grayson with art by Bengal. It was actually pretty neat. I like the differences that they have for her. She's just got like a robot tail that just kind of is whatever she needs it to be, like a grappling rope, or it can like charge up and shock somebody that touches it. So it's pretty cool. But I guess she used to run a gang called the Calicos, and it just looks like a gang of Catwomans. And she left that team a while back, but now all of them kind of come back to what looks like Killer. And so a lot of it is just her fighting them. And then at the end, you find out that the one running the Calicos is Cassandra Cain. So yeah, I mean it's a little bit heist, a little bit action movie, and really this character is sort of like Batman. She's got like a cat cave with like a bike and a whole bunch of gadgets and stuff like that. But it was still pretty enjoyable. So I liked it. I'll keep going with it till it's not good anymore, and I'll give it an 8.5.
Nice. All right. Well, now would you like to do Wolverine, Fury of Firestorm, and Daredevil?
Sure.
All right. Wolverine. This is by Salvin Ahmed with Julius Ota on the art. Not gonna lie, Wolverine looks ugly as shit on this cover.
Yeah, he does. I think he's supposed to.
Yeah. I don't know. I like my Wolverine as a heartthrob, but what do I know? But this is a fun issue. It's pretty much filler more than anything, just to show that like his claw is still bone on that one arm, and him and old Nightcrawler are being besties, and let me get some Crusher Creel and Titania stuff. What'd you think though, bud?
It was pretty fun. So, what I wanted to tell you about this issue when we got to it, there's a part where they go to a food truck and they order something called Loco Moco.
Yeah,
And I'm like, you know what? That sounds pretty good. So I made it for dinner tonight,
nice.
and it was extremely good. So it's just rice with a burger patty, a runny egg, and some gravy. And I guess it is a real Hawaiian thing. It came about because the Hawaiian people had hungry teenagers that were eating them out of house and home, as they say, and they made this meal to fill them up a little bit better. So yeah, it was really good. It was very filling. I mean,
Yeah.
those are some filling ingredients there. So if anybody wants to try to make Loco Moco, it is extremely easy and very tasty.
It will also say, because he calls this Poutine's Hawaiian cousin, I'll say the Midwest, or very much the middle of Illinois, has also, what would it be like?
The
Poutine's,
horseshoe,
I know, but Poutine's like stepbrother?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's called a horseshoe. Look it up. It's really good.
Yeah, I think I've told you this before. None of my St. Louis friends knew what that was.
None of my friends in like that were in college with me knew what it was either. I'm like, oh no, it is literally a Central Illinois thing. It's not
Yeah,
even,
and it's delicious.
it is.
I love a horseshoe.
Same dude.
All right,
But
but
yeah,
yeah, otherwise the issue itself, it was good, even though it's just filler. I mean, I did laugh a little bit that Crusher and Titania are like, we don't want to fight, we're just on vacation. And then immediately they're ready to fight. And then the fighting happens and they're like, we just wanted to have vacation, you big bullies. And it's like, you're all kind of idiots.
I mean, everyone like Titania didn't want to, really.
True.
Crusher was like, I'm gonna fucking fight him. She should have had a better hold on her man. And then Nightcrawler, jumped in, and that's when Titania got involved. But, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Fun filler. It's nice to see Wolverine and Nightcrawler go on a little vacay. So I'm probably at a good 8 on it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right, and then we've got The Fury of Firestorm, number 3 by Jeff Lemire and Rafael De La Torre. Um, I liked it. So we had this talk at the end of the last one where it's like, how dumb is this fight with the Justice League gonna be? And in my opinion, pretty dumb.
Yep.
Like Jeff is trying to make this untethered, primal firestorm being look really tough. So he's uh trying to make it make sense. But really some of it like, the Manhunter fire thing, like that's been retconned. Uh
The yellow has been retconned.
Yellow's been
Yellow
retconned
never was even an issue for Rainer.
and him being able to stop Flash doesn't make any sense.
The fact that Hawk Girl's one weakness, flowers.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it turns to flowers and then she just falls on the ground. But it's like Flash and Manhunter at least should be able to do this by themselves, in my opinion.
Yeah. Or they should have done a better way of fixing things. Or
And
never
Supergirl.
got never got rid of. I mean, Supergirl, like, it works because the kryptonite and all that
Sure,
stuff.
yeah, it does.
But they never should have done away with Manhunter's fire weakness. Because then it's like, yeah, this is fine.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah, I mean everything else though is good. I like, is it Firehawk? Is that her name?
yeah.
Firehawk trying to do all this stuff in the background is pretty good. Um, her
And,
finding crazy Dr. Stein was pretty cool. Learning
and
his secret was interesting.
and also we gotta see the other Firestorm, which I'm hoping he
Yeah.
still pops back.
Yep. I'm blanking on his name right now.
Yeah, it was like Jamie or some shit, wasn't it?
Jason. Yeah,
Jason,
Jason.
Jamie, whatever.
I'm thinking he will pop up. It's just so weird to do that for 2 pages and him not.
Yeah,
It's like, oh man, is Firestorm about to be like all of them? Because that would be
could be.
interesting.
Yeah,
But no, I mean, I'm still really liking this book though.
me too. I didn't love it as much as I loved the last two, but I still really like this one.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm at an 8.5.
I'm at a 9.
Then I'm at a 9. I
Oh
liked it.
shit. Daredevil issue 3 by Stephanie Phillips and Lee Garbett on the art. Yeah, we get Thirst Trap Matt. Just gonna toss this out there. Sex
Yeah.
sells. Um, so yeah, Spider-Man tries to help him with, the stuff he's dealing with. Art's really good in it. I liked it. What'd you think?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I think, Spider-Man being like, hey, this happened with my Spidey sense once. I think we can, you know, get you some training to help. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool. Um, Garbutt's art is really good,
Hmm.
really, really good. Um, yeah, the two detectives trying to bully Matt was pretty cool. Matt throwing all the, law jargon at him and whatnot. We get Ben Urich, so that's pretty cool. Um, and then we finally get to see the face of Omen, and it's a
Yeah.
little unsettling.
Yeah.
So,
Old ugly bastard.
but I like the character design. He looks pretty cool, and I'm excited for what's next. I think it's a really good book, though.
Yep. I'm gonna go
So,
9 to 5 for me. My pick of the week.
you son of a bitch. I'm right there with you.
Not only are our cycles synced, but so are our ratings.
Yep.
But what are you excited about, bud?
I'm gonna go Sonic the Hedgehog, New Titans, and we'll say the last issue of Magic and Colossus.
Nice. I'm gonna go Absolute Green Arrow. I'll say G.I.
All right,
Joe.
fucking wrap it up.
And then I'll go with fuck, man. I'm not sure. It's not a big week for me. Um, I don't know. I guess I'll just say Deathstroke the Terminator. All right. So I was thinking the other day, a lot of times they don't nail the costumes, like the way they look really well the first try. Looking at you, Nightwing. But, second, third try, sometimes is the charm. So just give me like four characters that you're like, yeah, this is it. They did better on the second or third try.
Well, you've already mentioned one on my list.
Hell yeah. Should be on
All right.
everyone's list.
Yep. And the second one was a little bit better than the first. The third one was peak. I didn't mind the fourth one that was the new 52. I think the blue's better than the red, but that was still like a good costume.
Are
I'm gonna
you, when it comes to Nightwing, you want the fingers or no fingers?
fingers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks cooler.
I think Kyle Higgins said he fought hard for the fingers on his because they wouldn't let him do blue, but he's like, at least this.
Mine's gonna be the DC edition this week. So next I'm gonna say Arsenal. His first one was pretty like 90s for sure.
Yeah.
Um, but I like what they got to after that. I think Casey will agree with me on this one, Hawkman, because they went with the
Oh yeah.
bird face that you don't love at first.
Terrible.
And then they did the Earth 2 version, which there's no bird face at all. It was just
Yeah.
like a yellow cowl, which did not look good at all. And then after that, they gave him the Hawkman costume that we know and love now, which I think is incredible. Um, and then I'm going with Our Man. I don't mind um, Rex's yellow, like primarily yellow with a little black, but Rick's like primarily black with a little yellow, I think looks way cooler.
Yeah. So just on the JSA trend, I'm gonna say Sandman.
Oh yeah.
Because because I know he didn't start with the gas mask, but when he got the gas mask, that's when it was like fucking right.
Yep.
So I gotta go with that one. I'm gonna go Robin. So like Dick Grayson Robin, terrible. Jason, just as bad. Tim Drake, it's like finally something good. And now Damian, good.
Yeah. Agreed.
Um, then no,
Can I just
all
can I just interject real quick?
yeah.
I think just Tim in general, because then he gets that dope ass Red Robin costume.
Yeah, but I think Tim in general it started off good. And then it just like it's like, oh yeah, good,
Yeah.
good.
But yours is
Red
just who's better on the second or third.
Yeah, okay, true. But then I think his third costume was the New 52 one, and that one's like it's okay. And then the Drake costume, which is just like what the fuck?
Yeah, too much brown.
Yeah. So wait, oh wait, actually he had his original Robin costume, then he had the 1 year later Robin costume, which is pretty sweet too
Hmm.
if you're familiar with that one.
Yeah,
And then it was the Red Robin, I'm pretty sure, Yum. And then it was the other Red Robin, Yum, and then it was Drake.
yeah.
So yeah. Um yeah, Hourman, Robin, and then I'll say Daredevil. Like I like the yellow Daredevil. I think yellow Daredevil's fucking cool. Red Daredevil's where it's fucking at.
And then
Metal Daredevil.
black suit Daredevil.
Yeah. Um, speaking of bad, just bad ones. This isn't speaking of, but like Thor. Just gonna toss that out there. Like Jack Kirby, peak design, super good. And then like they try to improve it, and it's like, what are you guys doing? What's this 90s strappy garbage you're giving us?
Dude, he and Sif, it just
It was so bad.
so bad.
Um, I'll go Green Lantern. Hal Green Lantern. It's fine. Then, John Green Lantern. Again, same exact thing. The original guy, same. He ended up getting the jacket, which made it look different, which was again fine. It wasn't anything crazy.
I think the
Kyle Rayner,
jacket's cool.
like I said, it's fine. But then Kyle Rayner shows up and it's like, okay, this guy fucks.
I I agree with you that in general Kyle's is better, but I don't always love the bulky mask.
I get that, but I always liked it. I thought it was really fun in the Justice League cartoon when they went back. It's like when they turned into kids and John made himself the Kyle Rayner mask.
Yeah,
That's pretty fun.
that that's a good episode.
Yeah. But let us know down below, guys, because I know we're missing some Marvel characters. I just couldn't think of any, but let
Uh,
us know
we
down
we
below.
can we can do Marvel next week.
Yeah, we could if we want to. Just depends. Let us know though, because I mean I did a Marvel this time, so let us know though, like what characters you're thinking of. Maybe you're going, what are you guys talking about? Drake looked awesome. Or maybe you're like, Birdface Hawkman was peak. Um, oh, maybe you're like, I hated the purple gloves Batman. And then it became something better. Maybe that's the one you want to talk about. Maybe you're like Professor X in a normal wheelchair wasn't very good, but then when he got into this 90s wheelchair, that's when it really started getting good.
Yeah, hated the
But
polio blanket, loved
yeah.
the hover chair.
Okay. I gotta tell you, speaking of polio, gotta tell you a story.
All right.
There's a movie me and Luke watched in college called it was like FDR Werewolf Hunter, I think. And so like it was so bad. It was not a good movie, but there was a one joke that every time fucking had me cracking up because FDR gets polio from a werewolf. I think it's a werewolf. But he gets polio and then he's like, look at my legs. And he like takes the blanket off his legs and these little legs are just shaking. So that's your guys' homework. Track this shitty movie down from
FDR American Badass.
yes. Track down that movie, watch it, get back to us. And let us know
Barry
down below.
Bostwick played FDR. That is crazy.
Don't even know who that is.
He he played Brad in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, still haven't seen it.
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Especially
All right,
since
guys.
every Halloween I dress like Tim Curry from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Dr. Frankenfurter. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Frankenstein from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
All right, guys. We'd love to stay in chat, but we gotta go wrestle them Hardy Boys again. So we'll catch you next time. See ya.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Two Worlds Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram at Two Worlds Pod, on Twitter at 2_worlds_PC, and on Facebook.
at facebook.com/twoworldspodcast. You can email us with any questions or comments at twoworldspodcast@gmail.com. And if you would, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Two Worlds Podcast on YouTube.